It was Saturday morning, so I went out comic hunting. How did that go? Not well at all. I'll talk about it up next on this video from Bronzeville Comics. So I drove out for a yard sale, estate sale, garage sale that said they had comic books. And I got to an estate sale I did a video on a week or so ago about that. I came home with nothing because they were selling it all as a lot. And they were asking $20,000 for the lot of comic books, which I didn't think was worth it. But at least they had comic books, and at least there was an actual estate sale. I got here maybe 45 minutes before the sale, and there's nothing here. I ran into a guy. There are like 4 cars parked on the street. This is a dead-end street. Guy says to me, has his window down, he goes, "Oh, I like your channel. Thanks." Hello to the friend of the channel. And this is probably a snipe expedition. So I got caught. I wasted my time. And the other thing too, it was probably too good to be true. They said 10,000 comic books from the 60s. That's not even possible. And it was listed at like 10 o'clock Friday night for a Saturday morning sale. Yep. I got suckered in, and I made a waste of time to come out here. So that being said, I'm stuck out here on this dead-end road, and let's just kind of do this out the middle of frickin' nowhere. And I think we're gonna turn around. How much more of our Saturday do we waste? No, you'd figured there's somebody, you had one, you'd be putting like, signs out or balloons or a table. And the fact is, it wasn't listed till about 10 o'clock last night.
I mean, everything is pointing.
I'm recording this, by the way.
Oh, yeah? I like your YouTube on that.
Yeah, thank you. Get some content, at least get something out of it.
Good content. And I know you live on
Westchester.
Yeah. It sucks.
Yeah. I should have known it was too good to be true.
Especially 60s comics, 10,000, Nintendo, all of the games, military, all of the stuff that everybody flocks to. That's what they did.
Yep, I got caught. We both did.
I got called last year the same thing. And they let off with comics. A lot of comics and games.
Yeah, no pictures.
Yeah, it's just not something.
Yeah, a buddy of mine, that happened to him last year. He showed up, the same thing they listed. They had such and such address, because there wasn't even that house on the street. And the fact there was no house number. So things to look out for when they don't give enough lead time for the sale, when it's like, the night before. Come on. Nope, no address, no pictures. And there's usually an email you can reach out to. And
No response.
yeah, they didn't respond. So we got suckered in.
Count your losses and
At least I saw my cash.
just
So, alrighty, have a good Saturday. Hopefully you find something somewhere. Take care. So that is it. I'm gonna head elsewhere today. People that live on the street, like a woman was out for a drive. Oh, like what the hell are these guys doing? Is there a drug deal going down or something? Yeah, this guy's outside the car over here. Yeah, they're looking around. The same thing. They're like, there's no sale. I don't even want to talk about how much of a drive this was. I think it was like 50 minutes to get out to this godforsaken location. Actually, it's in nice area. It's like near the beach on Long Island. But it's completely stinking useless because there's nothing going on. It wants me to make a left, and that's not possible. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go around. GPS is not being my friend right now. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, okay. Take a U-turn here. I should not be talking and recording at the same time, should I? I think I go north now, yeah. Alrighty. So I'm going to try to make the best of this. Again, things to look out for. Too good to be true. No pictures, no response, too short a lead time, no actual house number. I guess they didn't want to inconvenience somebody if somebody knocking on the door and being like, "Do you have a yard sale today?" And be like, "What?" And the funny thing was, there didn't seem to be anything compelling anywhere else in the area that you'd want to, at least in terms of comic books, that you want to draw people away from. So, yeah. Anyway, it was funny. I got home from the Blue Beetle movie last night, and I sat on a chair in my living room. My kids went up to bed. My wife was watching TV, and I just fell asleep. And I never fall asleep before my wife. And then I just went straight up to bed. And I was planning on going someplace this morning, not this place. And I saw this, and I was like, let's try that one. So, okay, we're gonna go hit someplace on the way home, and then there's a card show. I'll have some comic books or something by the end of today. Yeah, the Blue Beetle movie, by the way, we all enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Maybe I'll give a bigger review on the channel as well. So let's see what comes of this. So this one was more on me. They said they had comics amongst a bunch of other stuff, but the listing, I figured it was on the way. Nothing that'll make you rich, but I didn't look. They said 9 o'clock, no early birds, and it's 8:30. So 0 for 2, complete strikeout. I'm not going to wait around half an hour. The woman was just setting up her tchotchkes and whatnot. I'm just not. I've run out of patience at this point. I do have an alternate plan, but man, this has been a big swing and a miss all morning. So maybe something better at the next stop. Maybe not. So you can see there, those are my 2 trips out to yard sales, and it was an over day. So, really, what frustrated me more than anything else was that I just could have slept in for another 2.5 hours, 3 hours even. Even got up and sorted comics I already have. So it was just a complete and utter waste of time. At least it was a nice day out, a beautiful day for driving. But I was really frustrated. And I went to the place that I originally intended to go. And I was on my way here. So you can see that was the entrance to the East Coast National, I think it was called, card show. It was a sports trading card show. They also had, Magic and Pokemon and other cards. And I went, didn't buy anything. There were 3 vendors I saw with comic books. One had a short box. They maybe had a dozen slabs. The most interesting was a Star Wars 1 in 9.4, and it was priced appropriately, right at fair market value. About 500, I think it was 550. Another guy had some stacks of slabs. The one that I found most interesting was a Batman 139, the first appearance of the original Batgirl, Kathy Kane. No, wait. Now I'm confused. It's so late at night. It's been a long day. Betty Kane was Batgirl. Kathy Kane was Batwoman. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that was overpriced. And then there was another guy who he deals in cards. He also deals at shows at Terrificon. I bought a Golden Age book from him. He did have a First Adam up there, a Showcase 34, that I was interested in. The price was okay, but the condition was a little bit less than what I would have liked to have gotten it for. So, anyway, I was there more just to look at cards. And kind of, I'm starting to go through a collection of cards, vintage cards, and I don't know, when I'm looking at a sports card, how to grade it to grading standards the way I can look at a comic book, especially for vintage cards. Is it a 2? Is it a 4? Not sure. So I'm just trying to experience that learning curve, and I wanted to just look at cards similar to the cards I've been looking at recently, to graded cards, to compare and see what causes what grade. So it was more of a reconnaissance mission, see what the pricing is and that sort of thing. And I met a few people who are also comic book people. So I ended up in the same elevator with Lawrence Taylor, the Hall of Fame linebacker from the New York Giants. That was kind of interesting. I didn't even notice when we got off the elevator. I'm like, oh, yeah, I recognize that. Yeah, that's Lawrence Taylor. There are a lot of athletes doing signings. So anyway, I kind of joked that Todd Zeile, the former Major League player, was doing a signing. And I think he was one of the ones, they were giving cards away. There were 3 athletes. It was Todd Zeile, Rick Dempsey, the former Yankee, Oriole, Dodger catcher, and somebody else that the signings were free. And I kind of said I would have, Todd Zeile signing was interesting, but I didn't want to stay that long anyway. But I would rather have an autograph of his wife, because Todd Zeile is married to an Olympic champion, Julianne McNamara, who won the uneven parallel bars in gymnastics in 1984. Little sports tidbit. So anyway, what saved the day? Of course, a trip to Streetside Anthony's. So I went there. He had some new dollar books. I just delved through the dollar books. I needed my fix. I needed to get some comic books. So I just kind of went through the dollar bins, and I picked up this Marvel Team Up number 12. He said he hadn't gone through the boxes. This is the run. 2 issues later is the Spider-Man Invincible, which is a huge key. This is the origin of Titanus. Minor key. I thought this was interesting. Sentry number 1. There's been some speculation that we'll get Sentry. Is it that Stephen Yeun may be playing him? Number 1 of his own solo series. Couple of minor Thor keys. This is the first appearance of Tareen Olsen, who later becomes Thor Girl, in number 22, and then in 33, first appearance of Thor Girl. Andy Kubert cover? Yeah, nice. Some astonishing X-Men keys. There's some minor keys. This is the first appearance of Armor, and the variant cover of that. And this is the first appearance of Blindfold. Again, not major characters, but you never know if somebody gets introduced into the MCU. This I picked up just because it's a cool Alex Ross cover. I have this already, but I wanted that. This I've seen before, and it kind of, I misread it, so to speak, as to exactly what its significance was. And it's Champions number 1. It's a variant. I originally, because of the content, I didn't look that closely. I thought it was a Scotty Young, but you could tell by the style. If you look at it, the art style, it's not Scotty Young. The subject matter is similar to what Young would do, but a nice Gwenpool appearance. This is actually by Jay Fawcett, I think it is. Then figured Bronze Age. A run of Amazing Adventures, 25, 26. These are all in reasonably good shape, except for like a couple of them. 32, 33, all with Killraven, 35, and 36. So I figured dollar bin, sure. These next 2 books, I usually bypass these, but I've been starting to make my list of run fillers I need. For some reason, Adventures of Superman, I was missing 2 issues 476 and 482. 482 with this homage to, I forget the exact Action Comics issue number, but it's a Neil Adams cover where Parasite is I think it's the second appearance of Parasite where he's punching Superman. These are probably just unorganized in my personal collection under Superman rather than Adventures of Superman. And then I picked up this Comico book by Bill Willingham, number 4. I have more than half the issues of this, so I thought, let's try to fill it in. And then Anthony, being such an amazing member of the community, and always, there to just be a positive member of the community and bring people together. He says, "Are you doing a giveaway?" I said, "Well, yeah, I'm going to be doing like a 5,000 subscriber giveaway when I get there. I'm also doing giveaways on Whatnot. I think I'm going to include one of these in the 5K giveaway, and then one of them in a Whatnot buyer appreciation giveaway. And it's Batman Damned number 1, 9.8 white pages. It's magazine size, and I think these are the old magazine slabs. DC Black Label. The note is it's the first DC Black Label title. This is the one where you see maybe more of Batman than you'd want to. And then I also, he says, yeah, why not have 2? And I can't thank Anthony enough. He is just amazing. This is the variant cover, 9.8 white pages of Batman Damned number 1. So that is really cool. I think maybe the variant I'll do in a buyer appreciation giveaway on Whatnot. These are magazine size slabs, and these I think are the old ones. They're a little bit, because they don't have the they don't have anything on the back. It's really odd, and it's it's a thicker book. I think, maybe it just seems that way to me, that it's thicker at the bottom than it is at the top. Anyway, this is the old style magazine slab. So, big thank you to Anthony for that. That is it for the Saturday haul. That's what I did on a Saturday. Let me know if you've had similar experiences of advertisements for garage sales or anything that have gone awry. This was, I think, intentionally trying to draw people away from a sale that whoever posted it was trying to go to. That is my best guess. I couldn't really find an easy avenue on Craigslist. That's where I found the ad, to report it, because something like that should, I'm sure it violates the terms of service of Craigslist, and it should be something that has the mechanism where it would prevent the poster from posting again, just like your account is done if you have enough strikes against you. But anyway, let me know in the comments if you had a similar experience. What do you think of my experience? I am starting to get into grading some vintage sports cards. I probably will, when I get those graded cards back, share that on the channel, just because I think it's a fun avenue, and I'm going to have to, it's a learning curve. It took me a while to learn what comics looked like in grade, and what was the difference between, a 9.2 and a 9.8. What was the difference between a 3.0 and a 4.5? And we're always learning as we find things that we haven't seen before. So at any rate, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. You're going to take a look at a couple of other videos here and here. And this is Jim saying, until next time, enjoy your comics.